mental makeup, poise, and arm strength you look for in an NFL quarterback. In other words, he's 6'5", 240 pounds, and he's white. Put that to the side. This kid does look like he's going to be the real deal, though. Yeah. Yeah. He does. Came on late last year for USC. The couple of times I saw him play, man. I mean, got a big arm. Looked like he could read defenses. Looked like he knew where he was going with the football. Once again, just like McShay said, prototypical size, strength, and all of that. Big kid, same type of frame you would think about Carson Palmer. It's like USC just like, they hatched these kids at quarterback. Matt Leinart, Carson Palmer. What's the other kid that played for the Jets that got cut so many times? You know what I'm talking about with the butt fumble. Like, they all 6'5", 250 pounds, you know? And so they're saying Sam Darnold is going to be the bees next year when you talk about the NFL draft. Matt Sanchez, I'm sorry. I was thinking about Mark Sanchez. Think about it now. Mark Sanchez, Matt Leinart, Carson Palmer, this kid Sam Darnold, they look like carbon copies of each other. Like, that's what they do at USC. I mean, it's worked for them to a large degree, but I'm telling you, the face of quarterbacks is changing. They fighting it, you know. They're trying to fight this whole momentum that these dual-threat quarterbacks have been having over the last couple of years, but it's inevitable. It's inevitable, man. The game is changing. Me and my brother talked about this 15 years ago, how the game was changing, okay? And you need to have a little bit of athleticism. You need to be able to move in the pocket. If you can move the chains by running, why not? And you've seen success out of these dual-threat quarterbacks / black quarterbacks over the last 10 years or so. But USC, they just hanging on. They just hanging on. From Sin in the chat room on Spreaker.com, he says, some of y'all seem to think we're saying the shoes cost too much. I hope they flop. That's not the case. I hope they sell 1 million pairs a day, but I ain't buying them for $500. Oh, I agree with you. I ain't buying the $500 sneakers either. No, I agree with you. I'm not buying them either, but I've already talked about the other side of it. There is a market out there. Clearly there is if they already sold 500 pair from 5,000 pair. Nino the Wino. Sean, Under Armour is dying a slow death. Curry can't save that sinking ship. From Kaza, if you get enough money, you can make anything. It doesn't mean it's going to be a good business model. Cost, marketing, sales, we shall see. Mr. Harper, keep fighting the good fight, Doug. The culture needs the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Man, I appreciate you, Brother Harper. From Sean Born Day V. What up, Sean Born Day V? That's right, Nino. I'm saying that Colonizer Under Armour shoes were nice. Now they're busted. The style still got to be on point. Yeah, the style got to be on point. There was a lot of talk about Steph Curry sneakers, man, and how plain and simple they were for Under Armour. And from what I understand, they're not selling. They're not. You know, at the end of the day, you need a couple of different things to happen for this thing to go right for this Ball family. All right, one, you need a good-looking sneaker. I think the sneaker looks good. I don't think it's looked like some of the best Jordans I've seen. You know, but this is the first pair. This is, you know, the first part of the evolution. You know, hopefully they'll have a different pair that comes out every year, and the sneaker, they'll come out with a couple of different styles that are even better looking than the ones they have now. But right now, the ones that they got right now are good. They look good to me. I would wear them, you know. Are they comfortable, you know? And then the big thing about this whole thing for it to work for the Ball family, man, is how does this kid play when he gets to the NBA? If he balls out of control In year number 2, they come out with a better even looking style. If they come out with a better looking style in year number 2 after this kid shocks the world and is this great rookie point guard and, he lands with the Lakers, that's another part of this too that's crucial. And look for the next big talking point to come with LeVar Ball is that they're going to try to do what Kobe did when he came out of high school. They're going to tell whatever teams that pick in the top 3, don't pick us. We're not playing for nobody but the Lakers. If this kid can play at the next level and he's with the Lakers, that's it. That's big. Look for that to be the next big thing that everybody in America is talking about as far as LeVar Ball. When they start telling everybody, all NBA teams, don't pick us. We're not playing for nobody but the Lakers. And force their way out of whatever pick, 1 or 2 or whatever. And so you're right. He has to play well. The sneakers have to look good. And a lot of that stuff will handle itself. From Sluggo, he says that's because the crab's natural habitat isn't a damn bucket. Laugh out loud. From J Fish Microwave, the crabs are actually trying to save the other crabs from being cooked. Laugh out loud. Right, they don't know that though. Right, they don't know that though. They don't know they're about to get dropped in a pot of boiling water. They don't know that. Thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
Hey Doug, this is Leonard, Pittsburgh's finest.
Leonard,
I am so glad to finally be on your show.
Man, Leonard, thanks for calling, brother. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. Hey, I want to talk about LeVar for a second.
Go ahead.
First of all, as a black father, I commend this brother for thinking outside the box and trying to do something to set up a legacy for his boys.
Right.
I have nothing but love for that brother for doing that. I don't care how much shit he talked. He could talk all the shit he wanted to talk. But in the end of the day, this is about setting up a legacy for his boys.
Right.
Man, I have nothing but love for the brother.
I agree 100%.
Here's the thing that I think that a lot of us missed out on last week. First of all, he already had the shoes made.
Right.
Right? So when he went into the meeting, he went into the meeting with the shoes. Now, Nike and them, they don't like that because they have their own thing of how they make shoes.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So when you go into a meeting, when you're trying to do business and you're trying to take your business somewhere, of course, you're going to get the yes. And you may get a yes, you may get a no. But at the same time, it's all about that negotiation. See, this dude was already, I like the analogy that you've been putting out there, how people have been looking at this man thinking he's playing checkers, but this man is sitting here playing chess.
Right.
And pretty soon he's about ready to make that bishop move right up in there to take that queen, and y'all gonna sit up there and be like, wow, this man done did it, done changed it up. Listen, I got nothing but love for the brother.
Hey, Leonard, appreciate the call, Leonard. Great call, man. Thank you. What I'm starting to see, and Leonard just touched upon it just now, and I said it in the last segment, what's very clear to me now is that what LeVar Ball has been doing, I've used several different analogies. He's been playing chess when everybody's been playing checkers. It's like the last year, all of the talk and all of the rhetoric and the ish talking and having arguments with Stephen A. Smith has been a smokescreen. Like the man has literally thrown down a smoke bomb on the ground. And when the smoke cleared, he was gone. And he already got the money. The man has been promoting this day, or yesterday when the shoes actually were released. The man had been promoting this, and he hadn't told anybody he was promoting this for literally the last year. If you don't recognize the brilliance in that, something's wrong with you. Think back now. Think back to every time you saw him on TV talking crazy or whatever, and he talked crazy, and somebody else would invite him on their show. Somebody else would write a story. Somebody else would have him on their website, their media website or whatever. And the man's been doing this for the last year. And the end game has finally hit. Yesterday was the end game. It wasn't the end game, but it was the end game for what this dude was doing for the last year. And Leonard also made a great point. My man Leonard from Pittsburgh, I think he said Pittsburgh. And Leonard also made another great point. This really could turn out to be a legacy forever. Like if this works and LeVar Ball does end up being a great player and one of the best players of all times, you're not talking about millions. You're talking about billions. You remember LeVar Ball kept talking about billions? Remember? And everybody laughed at him. He. Huh? He kept talking about billions and we need a partner. We're not trying to get nobody to make the shoe for us and when this, that, and all of the other and everybody was laughing at him. You're talking about a legacy. You're talking about a legacy. If this thing works and he changes the way that they sell sneakers forever, you know, he changes the way that sneakers are marketed and owned forever. And a lot of these players go out there and they do the same thing with even a bigger budget, you know, and sell sneakers on their own online. And this has been tried before, but I don't think to this level. You're talking about a legacy for the Ball family forever. You're not talking about millions. You're talking about billions if this thing works. And he's the catalyst for it. And he's the first person that did it at this level. Y'all laughed at Richard Williams, too. Remember that. A lot of y'all laughed at Richard Williams, too. That's all I know. Yeah. Now, wait a minute. This thing could fail miserably. Or they could be Venus and Serena Williams. Or maybe they could be Tiger Woods. Time will tell. But in the meantime, it's very interesting to talk about. Very interesting. And very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. Back in 3 minutes, the Doug Stewart Show. We're giving out them ball peanuts.
Dreamers, wake up and see. Oh, you're a slave in this dream world, thinking you're free. Oh, how long will you slumber while niggas die in these streets? Beautiful dreamers. From this nightmare, you're so unaware of the lions, leopards, and bears. Listen up for prayer for our children, let's pray for our children that's dying out there. Who fathers in prison and mothers addicted to clubbing in hell. Wake up, my people, as you see what's going on. You beautiful dreamers, wake up from your sleep. You've been asleep for way too long. Wake up from this matrix made to enslave us. Learn how to hate it. Teachers, please teach us. Leaders, please lead us. This world, it needs you. You beautiful dreamer. Beautiful dreamer.